Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Surviving the quarantine. How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing well. I'm here on the Beyond the Tap set at the studio. Where are you at?
I'm coming to you from Wagner, Oklahoma, specifically the animal clinic of Wagner. It's my dad's vet clinic. It's a great example of a small business that's making adjustments to get through this. Come on in, Dad. This is Dr. Peters. We got a little rabbit here that is in for a neuter. You don't think about rabbits. You think about dogs and cats getting spayed and neutered, but these rabbits need that too. And, you know, it's a lot has changed for vet clinics. They have to do it through the drive-through. So we're good with the rabbit, Dad. But it's a great example of just making adjustments and getting creative. And I know a lot of businesses in Northwest Arkansas are doing the same, Zach.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, supporting small business is important year round. But, you know, I think right now we're finding that it's more important than ever to be out, support your small business, whether that be buying gift cards or ordering online for those that can, or ordering takeout. And so, you know, here at Northwest Arkansas Live, that's our purpose year round, is supporting small business. And so we're going to continue to do that during this pandemic. And obviously we can't be out creating content the way we typically do, filming in people's businesses and in their restaurants, even in their homes sometimes, right? Or on the golf course with them. That's difficult now. And so what we're going to do is start looking at the things we've already shot, the businesses we've already visited, the local businesses that, you know, have already been on our show. Those are the ones right now that really need the hand and really need help. And need to get their message out of how they're serving the community. And so we're going to be setting up online interviews and online Skype chats and Zoom calls with you and some of our other hosts, with those local chefs, those local business owners, talking about what they're doing, how they're serving the community, and how they're stepping up to the plate to continue to run their business. And so that's kind of our plan moving forward.
Yeah, and that fits perfectly with us, because that gives us extra passion for this, because that's the businesses that we've been featuring on our show are the local small businesses that really need help right now. I've noticed that it's those businesses that are getting extra creative to survive, and I can't wait to do our small part to try and help, Zach.
Absolutely. I think everybody's pivoting, and we're going to do our part to do the same. So we'll be scheduling interviews for you, and be ready.
All right, I'm going to go play with some rabbits and some other animals, so I'll see you later.
Presented by Nunnally Chevrolet, the driving force of Northwest Arkansas.
Well, hey there, I'm Chef Brent Hale, and today I'm at Neighbor's Mill in Rogers, Arkansas, where they're baking up some of the best cookies, brownies, cinnamon rolls, sweet buns, you name it. But the real star is the bread. So let's go in, check it out, see how they get it all done.
Neighbor's Mill is just a very wholesome environment. It's a good family environment. And that appealed to me. To bake where people enjoy being together is just appealing to me. What we want to do is provide a wow experience. We want people to have wholesome ingredients and fresh ingredients, things that are made in-house. We will mill wheat and spelt and rye here in the bakery. That enhances the flavor of the bread, and then we'll be incorporating those flours into our baking every day. So our signature bread at Neighbor's Mill is the Neighbor's Best. It's a seeded bread. That's probably our best seller. Okay. Also the Bronze Honey. It's one of our better sellers as well. Okay. Those are probably our two most popular. So we'll make several different varieties, and it varies on the day of the week.
We're making some hollow rolls, right?
Yes, we are.
So walk me through this process.
A lot of people like them for dinner rolls, and so what I'm doing is just rounding them into rolls. It makes the rolls shaped, so you can see the difference in the unshaped versus the shaped.
So what's some of your favorite things about Northwest Arkansas, just in general?
The people are genuine and sincere, and I just find that refreshing.
Yeah.
I find that the people here just have a likable, good quality. They're just good people.
All right, so we're in the front of the house of this beautiful restaurant, Neighbors Mill. I'm here with Blake, the general manager. Tell us a little bit about what we've got on the line here.
As far as the sweets counter, we have cinnamon rolls, we have savory things like scones, 6 or 7 different types of cookies.
Tell me a little bit about what went into the design of the space and the feeling you guys want folks to have as they enter Neighbors Mill.
We want people to feel like when they come into our restaurant that it is somewhere where they can come that's maybe a home away from home, where they can come in, sit down, relax, have a cup of coffee with a friend, and then people just feel comfortable to come up here and just hang out.
I mean, it's a beautiful space. I really appreciate what you guys are doing here and bringing this to Rogers, and I just wish you guys all the luck in the world.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate you having us out.
We're excited.
Thanks, brother.
We're excited to serve Rogers,
Awesome.
Northwest Arkansas.
I'm Gan Nunley at George Nunley Chevrolet in Bentonville. For over 30 years, our family-owned dealership has helped our community find new roads and new trails to the amazing places that make Northwest Arkansas the greatest place on earth. And now, in cooperation with Bike NWA, Nunley Chevrolet has created an exclusive edition of Austrails pickups and SUVs for the cyclist and outdoor enthusiast. There's never been a better time to enjoy the incredible Ozark Playground. Check out Nunley's all-new Austrails edition exclusively at justtryme.com or come by our dealership in Bentonville to find out more.
Well, first of all, before we go any farther, let's get a beer.
Let's get a beer.
Come
I
on.
was like, we're just like,
all right.
Oh.
What is your most embarrassing drinking story?
I'm really happy to have friends that are making beers.
Cheers.
Northwest Arkansas, we love our kids and we love our dogs, but why do kids get to have all the fun at daycare when dogs can as well? Well, at Cool Wag, Doggy Daycare, and Hotel and Spa, they can. You don't believe me? Come inside and check it out. Hey, we're out here at Cool Wags in Bentonville with Eric, the owner, Eric Wegner, but it's called Cool Wag. So what's the story about that?
Some people would say Wagner, but they couldn't say it. They said Wagner, and then my dad shortened it to just Wag, and then all my friends started picking up on it, so I became the Wag.
The Wag, and now you have one of the coolest doggy daycares and hotel and spas in all of Northwest Arkansas. Not only do dogs come here and just chill, but you have so much for dogs to do. Tell us about that.
Dogs come here for daycare. Their parents are working 2 jobs, whatever, and they come here to have their dogs have some socialization, just to play. Then parents go out of town for business, for weddings, whatever, and they need a place to stay overnight. So we do boarding, we do training, we do obedience training and puppy training, and of course we give them baths and make them smell good.
So I love your motto. It's, we don't put baby in a cage. Just like Dirty Dancing, we don't put baby in a corner. And you have seen, before you started this business, when you were taking your dog to a doggy daycare, they just put them in a cage. You don't do that here, do you?
We had a dog that was high drive, had lots of energy, and so we started shopping around, and there was the caged environments. And then I saw a big Great Dane with his back up against the top
that
of
can't
the
be
cage.
comfortable.
This place became available, and we kind of researched it and said, hey, we need an open play environment.
Yeah, and that's what you built. And we got a Great Dane over here. Can we get that Great Dane to come in? Just to give us some perspective about
come here, Coach.
How big a Great Dane is. Look at this bad boy. Can you imagine putting this in a cage? So you don't put dogs in cages. You actually, inside here, you have an open space, which is really cool. It has couches. It has things where dogs can just lay around and be cool and have fun, right?
Right. People started donating couches to us. So all these leather couches, and it's just like home. They just get to plop around and relax.
I would have a great afternoon just hanging out with the dog.
It does make you smile.
Can we go play with some dogs?
Sure, sure.
So your classification system for dogs, you have the littles in here. What are some of the other classes?
We have 3 or 4 groups of middies.
What's a midi?
Medium.
Okay.
And then we got the big dogs.
Big dogs, all right. So all dogs have different personalities. How do you separate the dogs and their personalities?
They do have different personalities. Think of kids at school. You got the introverts, the extroverts, you got the bullies, you know, they got the jocks. The dogs, their form of tag is hereditary.
Okay.
It goes back to their genes. So remember, the wolf trying to kill something is trying to get the throat. So they're playing tag and they're trying to nip around the throat, and if you touch them, oh, I get a point. But the other dog's trying to do the defensive moves and trying to get away. You can't get me, and you know, does a hip check, and you know, it's.
That's really fun. Hey, what's that over there? What's that right there? You're it.
This is our cement pond.
So this is where the dogs just come out and swim and stay cool and have fun, right?
Have fun.
Lucky dogs. Got their own pool. Who's the best swimmer?
Poppy here is a big water dog.
Well, I didn't dress the part today, or I would have got in there as well. All right, Eric, this was a ton of fun. I love dogs. I had a blast. I would come play here just to play with the dogs. You know, for the dog days of summer, just like your motto says, we don't put baby in a cage.
I'm Gan Nunley at George Nunley Chevrolet in Bentonville. For over 30 years, our family-owned dealership has helped our community find new roads and new trails to the amazing places that make Northwest Arkansas the greatest place on earth. And now, in cooperation with Bike NWA, Nunley Chevrolet is creating an exclusive edition of Austrails pickups and SUVs for the cyclist and outdoor enthusiast. There's never been a better time to enjoy the incredible Ozark Playground. Check out Nunley's all-new Austrails edition exclusively at justtryme.com or come by our dealership in Bentonville to find out more.
Well, first of all, before we go any farther, let's get a beer. Come on.
I was like, we're just like...
All right. Oh. What is your most embarrassing drinking story?
I'm really happy to have friends that are making beers.
Cheers.
We're at Cosmic Caverns in Bearville, Arkansas. We're gonna go 90 feet underground and check out an underground lake. Let's go. Today I'm here with Pam. She's gonna be our tour guide. Prior to this, you were a school teacher?
I was a school teacher in Dallas for close to 25 years. And when we decided to retire, we decided this would be a beautiful part of the country to retire to. And so we moved up here and I found this job. And you know, they say that if you find the perfect job, that it's not work. I think I have.
So what are we doing today?
First off, I'm going to take you right outside of the opening, and we're going to go over some of the rules of the cave, and then we will go on down into the cavern. If you'll follow me, please.
Sounds great.
On this here tour, there will be no smoking, nor drinking, nor coarse language, no chewing, nor spitting of gum, or tobacco products. These are good, solid, made in the USA stairs and built to last, 92 years old. They were not designed by an engineer. They're a little steep. Hang on to the rail, one step at a time as you go down and come back up. Do you have any questions or anything I need to know before we move on?
I think we can handle it.
All right, follow me. Our cave was originally discovered in 1845 by a man named John Moore. He and his sons were out in this area doing some prospecting. They were looking for a specific type of ore called galena. Galena, when it's processed, becomes lead. They did not find any galena or gold or silver or anything else, but they did discover the cave, and when they got back to civilization, they reported their find. This was named Moore's Cavern in their honor, and that's what it was called for about 40 years. In the early 1890s, a geologist came into the cave, looked around, said, "You don't have any precious metals. You also don't have any precious gems. No diamonds, emeralds, rubies. You do have something worth a lot of money if you're willing to put forth the effort to get it out." And that's this stuff, cave onyx. Cave onyx is mostly made out of calcium, like our teeth and bones. This rock weighs 5 pounds, so it'd go for about 40 cents. This rock weighs 25 pounds. We know because we weighed it. It'd go for about $2, which doesn't sound like a lot of money. But remember, we're talking about 125 years ago. Back then, it was very common for a grown man to be paid a salary of $1 a day. So that one rock right there was worth 2 days' wages. Definitely worth it to mine it out.
Down a few flights of stairs now, you can definitely feel the change in temperature. How far below ground are we?
We're about 90 feet beneath the ground right now. There's a farmyard above us. You wouldn't know it to look, but it is.
This looks like a great place to park a Batmobile, but since we do not have that, are there any rare earths or anything of value that was found in these caves, either naturally or perhaps Confederate gold?
Oh, that would be a nice little treat. No, we have our cave onyx, which has been mined for years.
What was the cave onyx used for?
Cave onyx was used for everything from candy dishes, candlestick holders, jewelry, doorknobs, you name it, they made it.
Wow, this is amazing. Where are we at now? We have a underground lake here.
Yes, we do. This is the South Lake. We have 2 lakes down here. This boat was brought down through the opening you just came through. Back in 1993, when Randy discovered the North Lake, he brought this boat down so he could get from one end of the lake to the other end of the lake without having to swim through 46-degree cave water, so he could continue his explorations.
Can we take it for a spin?
Maybe not right now.
Okay. So this is North Lake, and this is where we normally stop the tour. Is there a expanded tour?
Oh, yes, there is. That's called the Wild Tour. It's in the evening, it's by reservation only. You go down these stairs across that 80-foot catwalk and you step out into the back of the cavern, but there are no ramps, no rails, and no walkways. It's just about the condition that Randy found it in. You have to be at least 16, you have to be in really good physical condition because it is an extreme sport. It's spelunking, and it's basically mountain climbing under the ground.
A little more adventurous, a little bit more dangerous. A lot more wild.
But we have wonderful tour guides that will take you back there and take good care of you.
We're dedicated to supporting higher education for real Arkansans, like Daviante, who went to SAU on a lottery scholarship and is now an attorney, or Allison, pursuing a degree in nursing from ASU, and Stephanie, who graduated from the Brightwater Culinary Program and now owns her own bakery. And those are just 3 of more than 275,000 scholarships the lottery has helped fund so far. You could be next. Apply now at scholarships.adhe.edu.
This is winning.
Well, first of all, before we go any farther, let's get a beer.
Let's get a beer.
Come on.
I was like, we're just like...
All right. Oh. What is your most embarrassing drinking story?
I'm really happy to have friends that are making beers.
Cheers.
Hey, we're here at Revolution Spin Indoor Cycle Studio, and we're going to see what all the hype is about around the spin culture here in Northwest Arkansas. So let's go inside and give it a spin. Grant, how you doing, my friend?
Doing well, Brock. How you doing?
Revolution Spin,
Yes, sir.
you're co-owner of this place. What got you into spin?
You know, it's group fitness is something that changed my co-owner and I's life. We used to have desk jobs, hated our jobs, so we'd escape on lunch breaks to take group fitness classes.
Okay.
We came across spin, totally changed our lifestyle, lost tons of weight, him and I both, and we felt there's a need for a spin studio in the market in this area, and it just went from there.
So you've been here a few months. What has the community feedback been like?
You know, they've really embraced us. My co-owner and I are from the community. We grew up here, so we understood what it was going to take and the amount of support we were going to get.
Yeah.
But in the last 5 months, it has totally blown us away. The love they have for the studio, the kindness and the generosity they've showed to us. We've done a couple of charity rides and some private rides to give back to the community. We've partnered with Susan G. Komen, as well as the Northwest Arkansas Food Bank, and have a couple more charity rides in place over the next couple months. And so them giving us that support and generosity, and us being able to give back to them and give back to a community that molded Matt and I's life so much from a young age is really, you can't beat it.
So what does the future hold for Revolution Spin?
5 months in, it's hard to say right now, but all I know is that whatever the future does hold, however fast we grow or however big we get, when the customer walks into Revolution Spin, they're gonna know the person behind the counter, they're gonna know the instructor and vice versa, and they're gonna feel right at home as they do now walking into a studio that's 5 months old.
It's all about having that complete, great experience.
That community feeling, you wanna build upon it, you wanna build up loyalty, you wanna make connections with your customers, you wanna expand on more than just a owner to customer relationship.
No, right. And you know, I started working out in the last year or so, and building that community within the place you work out makes you want to come every time and not miss.
Absolutely, it's the accountability factor.
Yeah.
You know, we have a live leaderboard in there where we can also compete against others. And so if you're working out with a good friend or somebody you've been working out with the last 6 months, you know, it kind of gets under your skin when that person keeps beating you.
Yeah.
And so we give the opportunity where you can compete against this person, but it's also you're being held accountable. It's like, Brock hasn't been here in 3 weeks, where has he been?
So you were talking about having that personal connection, and I hear you have a really amazing instructor that I get to work with tonight. Possibility to meet that person?
I think so. You know, Evan's one of our rock star instructors.
Okay.
Our instructors are the heartbeat and the soul of the studio. The classes are as good as they make it, and Matt and I have 100% confidence in all of our instructors to make your experience a great one at Revolution Spin.
All right, let's meet Evan.
Awesome.
Evan?
Brock, how you doing, man?
Are you the teacher today?
I am.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been training actually for about 6 months now.
Okay, so what's your story? How did you get into cycling in general?
So about a year ago today, which is crazy to think about. A year ago today, I saw a picture of myself from a concert.
Okay.
Went to Beyonce.
Oh yeah?
I can easily say Beyonce has changed my life.
Do one
yeah,
of
with
these?
a ring on it, yeah. Yeah. No, I saw a photo of myself, I was like, there's no way that's me. There's no way.
Who is this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I started getting into spin. A lot of my friends have taught in the area for a while. I was like, this sounds like something I could get into. I like to dance.
Had you done it before?
No.
Okay.
No, on a whim, I was like, it's like a $5 intro class, we'll try it. Why not?
Yeah.
and a year later we're 90 pounds down.
Whoa!
Yeah, but it's really a transformation for myself too, and I think I've seen a lot of my clients see that too. It changes your life mentally, physically.
Yeah.
It can really change.
So your first class, because this is my first class, how did you feel afterwards, and did you make it through?
So your first class is always the hardest.
Okay.
It's easier every time. Every time you come in here and you get on that bike, it's getting that habitual, get on the bike, clip in, let's go. That first ride is hard.
Are you gonna work me super hard?
It's gonna be a hard workout. On average, in our classes, I see men, just like you, we burn about 800 calories per class.
What?
Yeah, 800 or more. The beauty of it is, it's your workout. You can make it what you want. I'm a suggestion. So if you need to tone it down, take it easy. If you want to really push yourself today, go for it.
And have you ever done anything like this? Like working out in the past or anything this consistent?
No, I was always the couch potato of the family. I don't care about going outside. I don't care about working out.
Stay inside.
But there's something about when you walk into a spin studio, there's this energy, there's this culture, a community that sort of support you. And I was like, okay, this is my thing.
Yeah.
There's somebody here to support me. We support each other. It's not just me and as the instructor and you as the rider. The person next to you will be cheering you on too.
I'm ready to start spinning. Are you ready?
Awesome. Let's get you introduced to your bike.
All right, let's do it.
Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Please don't let me in. Please don't let me into my zone. I just need some time of my own. All these people trying to get a conversation. You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me in.
Well, first of all, before we go any farther, let's get a beer.
Let's get a beer.
Come
I
on.
was like, we're just like...
All right.
Oh.
What is your most embarrassing drinking story?
I'm really happy to have friends that are making beers.
Cheers. Thank you for joining us on another adventure with Northwest Arkansas Alive. Our region is full of excitement and opportunities that demonstrate why this is one of the fastest growing areas in the nation and the best place to be. We want to remind you that you can watch this episode and all of our previous episodes anywhere, anytime at NWAalive.com. And of course, we hope you'll join us next time as we pursue the people, places, and events that truly make Northwest Arkansas alive.
Ah, you got my nose in that one.
Hey, if you liked that episode, and I know you did, do you know we have a YouTube page? That's where you can watch our show on your phone, your smart TV, any place. So make sure and subscribe on YouTube. And what about your favorite episode? Tell us about it on Instagram or Facebook, and don't forget to share it with your friends. Also, smash that like button.